North Penn prepares to take on the Harlem Wizards. The Nightcrawler update returns. And the dudes have a secret in this week's Dude Report. But first, it's January 15th, and you're watching Mornings. And welcome to the edition of Mornings. I'm Dan Haynes.
And I'm Eric Beiteman. Today is January 15th, 2016, and an E-Day here at North Penn High School. And we here at the desk are filling out our data match forms just like you should be doing in your first period.
I think honesty is very important in other people.
I might agree with you there. And I also like girls who are under 4'9". Mr. Brumbaugh returns with this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
Hey, welcome to this week's Brumbaugh Challenge. A very obscure but kind of cool question. Here we go. Just before the Nazis invaded Paris, H.A. and Margaret Ray fled on bicycles carrying what valuable package? The answer when we get back.
On Saturday, January 30th, the North Penn School District invites families to come out for an evening of laughter while supporting the North Penn Dream Team as they challenge the Harlem Wizards. Tickets are $10 and can be purchased at harlemwizards.thundertix.com. Tickets are only available online, so use the print at home option and bring your printed ticket to the game for entry.
Steph Crane is back to give you the latest Nightcrawler headlines.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Nightcrawler Update. This week on the site, we have a profile on the Mangle O'Connells, a North Penn family that came together in an unusual way. Also this week, staff writer Maddie Payton asked students what they would do if they won over $1 billion in this week's Powerball. And don't miss Dante Watson's editorial on how free student admission to winter sports affects attendance at basketball games and wrestling matches, and what student athletes and coaches think about this change. As always, nightcrawler.org is the best place to check for updates on the latest North Penn sports or human interest stories, or for updates delivered right to your phone, download the Nightcrawler app or like the Nightcrawler on Facebook. For the Nightcrawler Update, I'm Steph Crane. See you next week, North Penn.
Mr. Wilson is here to chop up your laughter in this week's I Know Funny.
Good morning. It's not a mistake. I'm actually on the morning show today. This is Mr. Wilson. Time for the joke of the day. This morning's joke comes from Emily Prist. Hope you enjoy it. What do you call when you chop a carrot? Karate. I'm Mr. Wilson. That was the joke of the day.
Anissa Gardezi is here to give you the lowdown on everything you need to know at North Penn. Anissa?
February will be here before you know it, and that means it's almost time for the Wing Bowl. This event will take place on February 5th, but sign-ups are due by Wednesday, January 20th. Forms are available in the K-Pod reception office and during lunch, and tickets are only $10 per person. If you think you have what it takes to be crowned the heavyweight champion of Wing Bowl, make sure you sign up today. The Physical Education Department is looking for lifeguards. They will be conducting the lifeguarding pre-test next Tuesday and Wednesday during 9th period. If you are interested, please see your health or PE teacher for a 9th period pass. Seniors, spring and graduation are just around the corner. A North Penn cap and gown is required to participate in graduation. You can order yours online at bit.ly/npgradstore for just $25. The online store closes on May 1st, so remember to please order before time runs out. I'm Anissa Gardezi, and you've been Lowdowned. Now back to the desk.
The dudes return from an extended hiatus this week. Let's see what they're up to.
Glad I got dressed for that. God. What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
Mr. Berger is here with members of the wrestling team to discuss their upcoming event.
Thanks a lot, Eric. Before we get to wrestling, just a quick shout out to the girls basketball team. 47-36 winners over CB South last night, putting the clamps on the Suburban One Continental Conference. So good job, ladies. Gentlemen, here with Colin Shannon and Mikey O'Brien from the North Penn wrestling team, the 152 and 160 pounders. Colin, you guys are having a great season so far. Tell us about what's happened for the Knights wrestling squad so far.
Well, we've placed at multiple nationally recognized tournaments such as Excalibur and the Hurricane. We've beaten our rival Quakertown for the first time in 12 years this year, and we're expecting to go undefeated in the league.
Yeah, big win over Springford over the weekend too. So, yeah, you guys are up to a great start. Mikey, huge match on Wednesday. The rival Penn Ridge Rams come to town. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, we have big league match. It will decide the winner of the league. So we want a big crowd there. They're going to bring a lot of people, so
It's going to be rowdy.
yeah.
It is going to be rowdy. So, okay, I'm a regular North Penn student. I'm sitting in first period right now, watching the morning show, filling out the data match. Sell it to me. Why am I coming on Wednesday night to watch the Penn Ridge Rams and the North Penn Knights?
They're going to bring a lot of people there, so we need to match that, beat them out. They can't bring more people in our home court, so...
Plus, we got free admission for students with student ID, so there's no reason not to come. And for people that haven't watched the sport of wrestling, I know very well, it's an exciting sport. It's basically legal combat. So come on out and support the North Penn and Penn Ridge match. Colin, to go back to you because you have a fundraiser going on in the week leading up to this match. Tell us about the reason why this fundraiser is happening and what it benefits.
Well, last year in May, Shetz's wife passed away from brain cancer, and we decided to dedicate this match to fundraise brain cancer research. So we are selling T-shirts, and all the proceeds are going to brain cancer research.
And where can we buy shirts?
In the cafeteria, and I believe at the match.
Okay, so help support a great cause with glioblastoma and brain cancer research with those T-shirt sales. And come on out next Wednesday night. Let's get a packed house here at North Penn High School. Free admission for students, North Penn and Penn Ridge Wrestling, for a chance to win the Continental Conference in that sport. So thanks to Colin and Mikey. Let's send it back to the desk.
As I continue to fill this out, I see one of the questions is, how would life stink? I have to say, without a cell phone. Cell phones are everything.
Mr. Ramsey celebrates the life of a cultural icon in the Weekly Word.
Good morning, I'm Mr. Ramsey, and this is the Weekly Word. Our word for you this week is iconoclast. A person is an iconoclast if they, like the recently departed David Bowie, is a person who attacks settled beliefs or institutions, and a person, idea, or piece of art is iconoclastic if it attacks or at least severely questions established attitudes, beliefs, or institutions. And on the value of nonconformity, I have a lovely quote for you that's too long to do here, so I'm going to ask you to go to the Weekly Word website, found off of the library website, and read the quote from science fiction author Bruce Sterling on the value of nonconformity. And we'll see you next week on the Weekly Word.
Let's check in with Mr. Brumball to find out the answer to this week's Brumball Challenge.
Hey, welcome back. The answer you've all been waiting for. Just before the Nazis invaded Paris, H.A. and Margaret Ray escaped on bicycles, carrying the manuscript of one of my favorite children's books, Curious George. Bet you didn't know that? Now you do. Thanks for playing this week's Brumbaugh Challenge.
The winner of this week's Brumbaugh Challenge is Dr. Wojciech's homeroom. That's all for this edition of Mornings. I'm Eric Bideman.
And I'm Dan Haynes. Remember to purchase your data match results throughout the week of February 8th. Have a great day, North Penn.